Hey all, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to another haul video. Everything I'm going to be sharing with you today came from an indoor flea market, an antique store, and a Goodwill store. Actually, a couple of Goodwill stores. But before I go ahead and show you all what I found, I do want to let you all know something. As you all know, in just a couple of weeks, I will be meeting Dee from TheThrillofTheThrift, Tammy and Dave from Vintage Uprising, Texas, and I will be meeting, I shouldn't say meeting, I'll be seeing Scott again from the old Curiosity Shop. And I really want to try to save up some money so that way I have a little bit to play with when I'm in new territory, seeing what's out in the Philly area or / New Jersey area. So I will not be doing any live sales for the next few weeks because I want to make sure that I'm getting a lot of eBay stuff listed, because when I do my live sales, eBay gets abandoned. And as much as I love doing them, they just take up a lot more time, and I really need to focus on getting this room cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next few weeks, getting organized, listing things, shipping out orders, hopefully making some extra money that way. So I do apologize if I disappointed any of you all, but I got to get my priorities straight. And right now, my mind is about as cluttered as this room. So anyway, enough with that. That was my announcement for you all. But don't worry, I will still be putting out content. I think I have enough stuff to do some videos for the next few weeks. So I have shopping hauls and stuff that I'll be doing, just no new shopping. And if I run out of hauls to do, I can always throw in a couple of premieres of those old Hollywood scrapbooks that I got, because I know you guys were talking about wanting to see that. And I think I'll just do them as a premiere, like on a Saturday night, you know, in my time slot where I would normally do my sales. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing. So I've rambled for just a little over 2 minutes now, so let me go ahead and get into the haul, shall we? So I felt that these were something that any Pyrex buyer should have on hand. Extra lids. They were $1/4 a piece. We've got one of the larger ones here. We've got 2 of the smaller casserole dishes, or dish lids here. And for $1/4 a piece, you really just can't say no to that, because when you find casseroles without the lids, you know they'll probably sell for more if you have one of these to go with it. So anytime you see these at the Goodwill bins, or just at your Goodwill thrift stores, or any place, pick them up if they're cheap. For only $6, I did pick up a 1993 Star Trek USS Enterprise bunking light keepsake ornament, and I will be selling that on Amazon. Some Hallmark keepsake ornaments, especially if they're themed like this, some of them can do really, really well. Like this one someone has in, or a bunch of people have them in, for like $39.99. One person has it fulfilled by Amazon. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe I'll drop it down to like $36. And with fees, I'll probably net about $20-something, and then subtract the $6, it'll be like a $14 profit, which ain't too shabby. For $6 or $2 a piece, I picked up 3 of these 1970s Tupperware Servalier, like dry goods canisters, like for pancake mix, things like that. These, along with the canisters for coffee, tea, flour, and sugar, if you can find them cheap, they do sell really well. It's amid all of the Tupperware that's out there, the canisters are the pieces that you want to look out for, including these. And funny enough, I actually have a set of these in yellow that I need to get listed. Again, like I mentioned before, I'm trying to get caught up. I want to get caught up on everything, my listings, everything. So that way I can come home to a clean slate and, you know, just be caught up instead of being so far behind on everything. For only $18, I got a 1963 Barbie doll case. Now, some of you might say that's kind of expensive for just one of these common cases for a doll. However, it's got dolls and it's got clothes, so it wasn't an entire waste of money. So there's a ton of stuff in here. We've got one of the wig Barbies. I don't know what year this is from. Like maybe 1963 or something like that. So we got one of those. There's a bubble cut Barbie in here. In a dress that's exposing her boobs. And I'm sorry to anybody who had to witness that. She had a wardrobe malfunction. And then we've got this doll here. I'm not exactly I can't talk. I'm not exactly sure who she is. There's no markings on her at all. At least that I don't see. Oh, maybe there is a mark. It's like right in here. But I can't make out what it says. If I find out, I'll put it right here so you guys can check it out. And they put a dryer sheet in there so all the clothes don't smell. This looks like a skipper outfit. Then this doll came with it too. I don't know that she's worth anything. She's probably just one of those like celluloid, like dolls of the world. And then it just comes with all these clothes. I mean, if these are marked Mattel, these are definitely worth something, I think. And then there's some more like accessories and stuff in here. All from the 60s, so that was a good pickup, I think. Fooled you for a second there. I bet you guys thought I just bought a Barbie case for $18. Okay, so now we're taking a look at everything that I picked up at the antique mall. Spent quite a bit of money, but I got some great stuff. And I think just this alone is going to pay for everything. So this was only $5. It's an old school, I want to say it's like painted bronze or painted brass or something. I mean, look at the back of that. Light fixture. It's got very much of a medieval, like, castle vibe, if that makes any sense, like Gothic style to it. Again, it was only $5. It does have some tarnish and stuff all over it and some paint loss, but this has got to be at least 100 years old. Sockets are probably going to have to be replaced. It's going to have to be rewired, but it's going to be a great project for somebody. And I think because this kind of stuff people are always looking for to restore older homes, they will pay up for this. And I think I'm going to ask about maybe $175 with best offer. And I think I can get that, or maybe even like $125. That's probably what I would take, or even $100. I paid $5 for it. I'm open to offers. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. For only $10, I got a really awesome, like, green aqua-ish colored phone. As you can see, there is some tarnish, not tarnish, but like residue here. This is what the inside of the phone looks like. I would say this is probably from the 1970s. Bell system by Western Electric. I mean, just look at the area code here, 814-238-0831. And on the back, it says ACI, I think that's June of 70. Either way, I still love it because it's definitely an older phone. So I saw that and I immediately got excited, so I had to have that for $10. Because you don't find phones like this cheap. And that would just be cool to hang in my vintage kitchen. For $4.90, I got this 1925 Buzzum motto. What it's all about. Rushing to the office, rushing out to eat, rushing back and rushing home down the Russian street. Rushing up and rushing down, rushing in and out. Say, what's all the rushing for? What's it all about? Rushing after money, rushing after fame, climbing, pushing, shoving, it's a dizzy game. Stepping on each other's heels, let me look by, look out. Say, what's all the rushing for? What's it all about? What's the use of rushing? Let us loaf a while. Watch 'em push and run and grab, we'll just sit and smile. As they scramble down the road, daily we will shout. Say, what's all the rushing for? What's it all about? I mean, this was done in 1925, and it's still pretty accurate today. What do you think? For $3.40, I got a really awesome kids alphabet puzzle going from A to Z. I absolutely love the graphics, and sorry to all my clown lovers, but yes, there's a clown on here. There's all kinds of different graphics on here that I love. We've got one for Christmas, we've got a piggy, we've got a monkey, we've got a queen. Elephant. Of course, he didn't take his dose of Viagra. A bun. I mean, I just love the graphics on here. If I had to say a date, maybe the 50s, 60s maybe? But I absolutely love the graphics on it. Look at how beautiful these Fenton coin dot tumblers are. Normally, when I see these at antique stores, especially one in particular, they're like $30 a glass. The cheapest I've seen them next to this were $10 a glass. I got both of them for $6. $3 a piece. Now, that's not to say they're perfect. I mean, there are some chips on it, but I don't care. When you find stuff like this that cheap, you just buy it. And I absolutely love them. If I could find a whole set of these with the picture, I would love to find one to display in a china cabinet. So I had to have those. This was what were you? This is one of those 50s, 60s, like, autographed dogs for graduation. And he was $2.13 on sale from $2.50. Now, a lot of the autographs have faded over the years, but he is still very, very fun. Probably paid too much for this push puppet. It was $6.50, I believe. And I just thought it would look good for Halloween display. He's probably from the 70s, 60s or 70s. He does work. You have to adjust him a little bit to get him to come back to his normal standing position. But that's just a great Halloween piece. Now this was a little bit up there in price as well, but I absolutely loved the graphics and I just couldn't resist it. It's a Whitman 1-2-3 book. And if we just open it up and look at it, let's see if it'll let me do that. I mean, I can't say no to these graphics. MCML, I think, is 1950, if I'm not mistaken, or 1940. No, more, it's like 1950. But look at these graphics. I just couldn't say no. Look at all the bunnies, and the goats, and the chickens. So I did pay $5 for that, but you know what? Totally worth it. Now, my vintage Christmas lovers. I got 2 of these Starburst Christmas ornaments. Guess how much they were? $1.25 each. Now, I've seen them for $5 a piece, which I guess if you're like desperate to have them, you can pay that price and it's not so bad, but I was much more happy to pay $1.25 each. This one is kind of like a lightish blue color. Definitely going to add that to my aluminum Christmas tree. And this one is silver. So I just couldn't say no to those because I have been wanting some of these. Now these didn't all come together. The fish rattles were $4 a piece. They had a lot of the blue ones, but not of the red, so I went ahead and bought one of the reds. And then this little toy Coke crate, and it's definitely older, just don't know how old. That was only $1. And I just thought they would look really cool in a coastal theme inside the wooden crate. Don't you think? Now I did, from that same vendor, get a bunch of these little toys here. They were about $2, $3 a piece. We've got a frog here. It's missing the key to wind it up, but it's made in Japan. These are going right into my junk jar. We've got an airplane whistle here. Absolutely fantastic. And then we've got another little airplane here. Probably another made in Japan piece from a dime store. And then we've got this little turtle here, and they left the price tag on him, so he was $2. So I just could not say no to those. And the last item that I picked up for myself, which I probably should have mentioned, everything that I just shared with you all, was for me, with the exception of that light fixture. So this was my most expensive item that I bought for myself. This was $15. This is an autographed picture of very famous singer Dinah Shore. This was probably her in the, I would say maybe early 40s, just judging by that hairstyle. And I did see another one of these pictures on eBay, but the signature was definitely not written. Like, this is definitely a written, it says, "To Sam, good luck, Dinah Shore." So I have a feeling that this is a real autograph, and again, I did pay $15 for it. I felt that that was a phenomenal price because You know, sometimes autographs can be expensive. You just never know. And I do love Dinah, so I had to have that. So now we can take a look at the stuff that I bought to resell from this place. Okay, so I did lay everything out. Again, I apologize, we're filming right by my bedroom door. Like I said, organization is something that I'm really going to be working on in the next few weeks. So everything that I bought to resell, with the exception of that old light part that I showed you earlier, well, everything I bought was $24.60, hoping to make some pretty decent money off of that. So I did get 2 of these puzzles here. They were $2.13, 15% off in this one booth. They're both Whitman. We've got a boy up in a tree admiring a squirrel, and we've got a little girl here, and it looks like she's playing with her toy iron and ironing board. Not exactly sure what I'll get for those. I probably would want to sell them as a set, just because I feel like they go together. And yes, I've got another one of those Homco Cubist fairy lamps. I'm telling you, those things keep finding me. And that was $3. For only also $3, I got some of those, I don't know if they're brushed McCoy or if they are McCoy lamb salt and pepper shakers. So I couldn't pass those up. Look at these deco salt and peppers. These were $2.95. These I definitely want to get to you all in a fall theme sale because that orange luster color is fantastic for that time of year. I did get a Cocker Spaniel spaghetti dog. He was only $2, so I just could not say no to that. And that is everything that I picked up at the Antique Mall, and I've got a couple things from the Goodwill that I'd like to share with you all. Okay, so moving on to the Goodwill, my last stop of the day. My last 2 stops of the day, actually. So these 2 particular Goodwills, what they do is they have colors of the week, and when it comes to Sunday, those colors are 99 cents. So I got 2 different plushes. I got this really adorable duck, and I think somebody glued that googly eye on there at one point in time. I might see if I can get that off. And he was made by the Cuddle Toys, styled by Douglas in Keene, New Hampshire. And I just thought he was really fun. He'd be great for spring displays. Now this guy here, I cannot remember for the life of me what he is, but I know he's from the 1970s, and he was one of those like cutout things and you made a pillow out of him. He is in really good shape, and I think I can nab maybe $30-35 for just this little guy here. And what's nice about PA is that they have to actually spray down these plushes, and they have to do that with upholstered furniture too before they sell it. So you know that the stuff has been treated and, you know, is free of bed bugs and things like that. So those I just couldn't say no to. I like the duck, and I like the tiger. For $4, I picked up this 1970s greenhouse contents book. It teaches you all about the different plants, and I guess if you are like a botanist or something, or just an aspiring botanist, you bought this. Or you just had a greenhouse, hence the name. It's a greenhouse kit. And I did look this up in store to see if it was going for anything, and it's worth about $25. So I went ahead and picked that up. For only $2, I picked up a really awesome silhouette of a horse-drawn carriage, and it almost looks like the gay 90s because of the way they're dressed. It's got a nice green and wooden, or like painted green, and yeah, you know what I mean, nice painted frame. And this is what the back looks like. So I felt that that was worth paying $2. And my last item is probably my favorite piece from the Goodwill. For only $4, I found one of the Pyrex Crazy Daisy Cinderella bowls in really good condition, so I couldn't leave that behind. I may or may not save that for a live sale, depending on how well it does on eBay. We will see. For only 99 cents, it was a yellow tag, I found this Frontier International trucking pin. Never seen anything like it before. I think it's older, just judging by the fact that it's got an old wheeled wagon on it, covered wheel wagon. So I couldn't say no to that. I'm going to probably put that in my junk jar. And then I also got this fish pin here. Again, I'm not exactly sure of the age, because I know that there's a lot of... What is it marked? Let me take it off of here so we can take a better look at it. So that might be really hard to see, but I think it says R-O-K, rock or rocks. So I just thought it was really, really fun. Oops. And I really like the colors of it. So I'm not exactly sure if that's vintage or not, but the colors definitely screamed vintage to me, so I thought I'd take him for $3.99. Is what I believe to be an original publicity photo of James Dean himself. I got really lucky and I scored 3 of them at Interstate 81 Antiques in Shippensburg. But this was sitting on their bric-a-brac shelf, and I looked at the photo, and it looks really, really clear and crisp, doesn't it? Which to me makes it seem like it's an original picture, not one of those fake repros that you can get on Walmart.com. And unfortunately, because it was in the frame, something was sticky, and it did rip the picture. But you know what? I don't really care, because this is going right into my ephemera book, and it was 99 cents. So if it's got a little wear to it, big deal. I love it. And I just could not leave James Dean behind. He is an icon of the 1950s. So that is everything that I would like to share with you all today. Let me know down below in the comments section what were your favorite items that I picked up in this haul. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure and click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to get notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure and check me out on Instagram. The link to it is down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.